Okay, you've just seen it. A mind-blowing AI demo. The team is buzzing, everyone's excited. But before you go signing off on that massive budget, what are the really critical questions you need to ask? Well, in this explainer, we're going to give you the leader's checklist to separate real, tangible business value from some very expensive AI hype.
So, let's start with the big one, the question that should be on every leader's mind. Is a really flashy, impressive AI demo the same thing as a great business solution? I'll give you a hint. The answer is almost always a hard no. And you know what? Understanding that gap is the absolute key to avoiding some very, very costly mistakes.
Look, we're in an era of unbelievably impressive AI demos, but there is a massive gap between what a slick presentation shows you and what a production-ready solution actually requires. I mean, just look at this slide. It really breaks it down. A demo? It's polished. It's a performance. It uses perfectly clean data and neatly avoids all those tricky edge cases. But a real deployed solution? That thing has to live in the messy real world. It's got to integrate with your existing systems, handle your actual live data, which is never clean, right? And it has to manage all the risks and exceptions that come with it.
So what happens if you fall into this demo trap? Well, making big decisions based on that perfect, polished performance alone, it has some pretty serious consequences. We're talking about wasted investments in tech that just never scales, introducing risks you didn't even see coming, and letting your entire strategy be driven by hype instead of, actual business value.
All right, so this is the real trick, isn't it? How do you make that shift? How do you go from being just a passive, impressed viewer of these cool demos to being an active, in-command evaluator of these AI initiatives? How do you take control of the conversation?
Well, here's the good news. The answer isn't that you have to go become a machine learning expert overnight. Not at all. Your single most powerful tool for governance is actually just asking good questions. Seriously. The right questions cut straight through the hype, they force a higher quality of thinking, and they put you right back in the driver's seat of the decision-making process.
So how do we make asking good questions a real, repeatable habit? Well, we use a system. A simple but incredibly powerful framework that's broken down into 6 key categories. Let's walk through them. First things first, and this one is absolutely non-negotiable. You have to start with the business problem itself. Before you even get into the cool tech, you anchor the entire conversation in a real-world, bottom-line need.
You've got to challenge the whole premise from the get-go. Ask them, what specific, measurable problem are we actually trying to solve here? Why is AI truly necessary? Could a simpler, cheaper solution work just as well? And, so important, what's our baseline? What happens today? Because that's the only way you'll ever know if you've actually made things better.
Okay, next up, once the problem is crystal clear, you have to define what a win actually looks like. Vague promises about transformation and synergy? Nope, not good enough. You need concrete terms.
This is where the rubber meets the road. You force the conversation away from that abstract potential and toward measurable outcomes. Are we trying to cut costs by 10%? Improve customer retention by 5%? Define the KPIs right up front so there's absolutely no ambiguity later about whether the project was a success or a failure.
Right, category number 3. And this one's a biggie, folks. An AI model is only as good as the data and the context it's given. This stuff isn't magic. It's fueled by information, and the quality of that fuel matters a lot. These questions get right to the heart of feasibility. Does the data that this amazing solution needs even exist in our company? And if it does, is it clean? Is it accessible? Is it up to date? I'm telling you, this line of questioning can reveal that the foundational work isn't done, and it can save you from a project that was basically doomed from the start.
Okay, let's get super practical now. How is this AI tool actually going to fit into the real world, into the way our people get their jobs done every day? This is all about workflow.
You need to get super clear on what the AI will actually do. Is it just making suggestions, or can it take action all by itself? This is so critical for managing your risk. And what happens if it makes a mistake? Who is accountable? You have to define that human in the loop, that exact point where a person steps in to review, approve, or hit the brakes on what the AI is doing. And that leads us perfectly into question category number 5, risk. Every single new AI initiative introduces a whole new landscape of risks, and these have to be managed proactively, not after something has already gone wrong.
Asking these questions makes sure that governance isn't just some checkbox at the very end of the project. It forces the team to think through all of it: privacy, legal issues, potential bias, safety, right from day one.
It makes you classify the use case by its risk level so the amount of oversight can actually match the potential for harm.
And finally, last but definitely not least, even the most brilliant, low-risk, high-value idea will totally fail if your organization simply isn't ready to execute it. This is the operational reality check.
This is the gut check. Do we actually have the right people, the right skills to build this thing, to monitor it, and to maintain it long term? What's the plan? Are we buying this off the shelf, building it ourselves, or something in between? And what's the actual rollout plan? This makes sure you're prepared to see this initiative all the way through the finish line.
And here it is, all pulled together. This is your complete checklist. Think of this as your one-page guide for any AI investment discussion. It walks you right through, from nailing down the business problem and defining success to the practicalities of data and workflow, and all the way to managing risk and confirming your organization is ready to go. It's a simple but incredibly powerful tool.
So, what's the bottom line here? It's a total mindset shift. You have to consciously move away from that seductive appeal of the cool demo and move towards a really tough, holistic evaluation of a project's actual, real-world business viability. And when you adopt a simple framework like this, you're doing so much more than just approving better projects. You are actively building a culture of disciplined, value-focused, and responsible AI adoption across your entire organization.
This framework, it gives you the confidence and the structure you need to lead these conversations. It makes sure every single AI initiative is being set up for real-world success, not just for a great demo. So, you've got that next AI meeting on the calendar? Look at this framework and decide, what question are you going to ask first?